Hello, this is Crypto Neptune, and in today's video, we're going to explain why and talk about the potential of Telcoin being a crypto bank monster. As Paul Nooner in a recent interview gave some great insight as far as Telcoin here in the US and expanding globally. So, we're going to break down that interview. And remember, guys, nothing I say is financial advice. So, on the day, real quick, we are down 0.55%, so a slight pullback. However, over the last 48 hours, we were trending pretty nicely and currently ranked 91st, which is cool to see. So in the top 100. And also, the holders continue to grow, getting closer and closer to 100K holders, which is awesome, which lets me know that more and more people are finding out about this crypto bank, which is going to be an absolute revolutionize the industry, in my opinion. But getting over to this interview, so let's go ahead and roll the clip. It's an interview with David, and Paul gave some great insight on the next steps of Telcoin as a crypto bank.
Do you have a product that has not been seen yet, like that is really or I should say, not really much talked about here in the crypto space?
Well, I mean, the the upcoming versions that we're so we'll be releasing a retail and a business product, right? Essentially a business banking product version, like a imagine combining your business or institutional bank account with a Circle Mint. That'll be coming out soon, and then on the retail side, I guess you could consider it more of a stablecoin version of Revolut or a banking, really much closer to a banking app versus just a crypto trading app. So we're really focused on payments. We're focused on one-to-one rails with digital cash that is multi-currency too, right? I think if you want to create the internet of money, you actually have to connect to directly to central banks around the world as opposed to just having everything issued out of the U.S.
Yeah, so that was a great interview. So not only will there be business bank accounts, but there'll also be consumer bank accounts or retail bank accounts, and the ability to have multi currency and the ability to connect to central banks around the world using that multi currency. And we've shown the snapshot before of kind of what it's going to look like. All the digital cash on the right is already active. On the left, these currencies here over here on the left are not active yet in the Telcoin app or bank app, but more to come on that. Hopefully, we hear more about that here in the month of December. But this is right around the corner, and it's the perfect blueprint match one to one. So imagine this digital cash just kind of digitally flying all around the world, and it's exciting stuff. And then there was also another clip from Paul Nooner. Let me see if I can find it. There was another clip here from Paul Nooner, and I'm gonna play it. So let's go ahead and see if we can get it
Network is really
to.
the fact that we have this bank issue. The fact that the killer use case for the network is really the fact that we have this bank issuing digital cash stablecoins that can actually be trusted and mainline connected to the existing financial system. Now that we have that in place, it makes a lot more sense for Telcoin Network to launch with all these telecom partners that we've lined up. So it is a sort of two-headed monster, but by separating it, I think we have a lot more focus. So on the one side, we are a digital asset bank with a stablecoin wallet, the next version of which will be connected actually to the banking rails. And then on the other side, we're a crypto that is the native asset of a blockchain aligned with the telecom industry.
Yeah, so there you have it. This is a two-headed monster. Not only do you have a crypto bank, which has digital cash on Web3 connecting to traditional banking rails, but on the flip side, you have the telecom industry, which is hooked to the Telcoin network, which is its own blockchain. And oh, by the way, Telcoin is the gas token to move all of this. So that is your potential of Telcoin potentially being at the front and center of a crypto bank monster. And then, like, oh, by the way, we're connecting to all these banks globally and all these central banks globally from a multi currency perspective. But oh, We also have telecoms, which will be a use case for telecommunications that nobody else is doing, and incentivizing them to be validators, incentivizing them to build applications or dApps on the Telcoin network, and bringing on their subscribers. So imagine something like, hypothetically, like a Verizon building on the Telcoin network and their subscribers having access to financial services from a DeFi perspective, from a crypto perspective, which is absolutely mind blowing. These these telecom or telecommunications companies are behind, and Telcoin is the one that's going to take them into the future. So definitely important to note there. And we just kind of we had last night, we had some fun just putting some tweets out. So here I put out a tweet saying Telcoin showing a nice bounce here. Yeah, so yesterday it was trending pretty nicely. It was up 12.3%, moved past that 0.006 price point. So a slight pullback. Angelica goes tail fire and then a rocket. And then time moves price. Time moves price. Now send it to God Candles. Yes, so that's funny. And then the chosen coin. I like that. Could Telcoin potentially be the chosen coin? I definitely like that message and the kind of the potential of what's to come. So, what else do we have going on? If there are there any other events here? Only other thing that's coming up here are a whole bunch of different governance meetings. So the TAL has a couple of different panel meetings, platform treasury, and then the TAN council meeting, TELX council meeting. So those are essentially on the roadmap. And I believe Telcoin will be participating in MWC event again coming up in 2026. I believe it's going to be in Barcelona, but another way to talk about Telcoin and spread the message. And by then, we hope that we have just one blockbuster story after another with Telcoin. But I think, again, this crypto bank is headed in the right direction, and there's a lot to be excited about. It's like with crypto, it's time to grow up. It's time to be associated with projects and leaders in crypto that are actually trying to build and do something. And that's how institutions are going to take companies in crypto seriously, the ones that are actually building in silence and the ones that are trying to change the way we do things, if that makes sense. So I want to thank you for listening to this video, and thanks for stopping by.